Good morning, Mount Lebanon. Today is Friday, March 20th, and I'm Dr. Steinhauer here to give you an update about things that are happening around the school district and also to spend that mindful few moments together. So, today's day 5 of the school shutdown. No school, no practice, no activities. As I mentioned in an email late yesterday afternoon, we will begin at home instruction on Monday, March 30th. We'll do that from March 30th till April 3rd. And our ongoing plan is to keep offering some type of at home instruction in some format for the foreseeable future. Chromebooks are being distributed to those who need them. If you needed one, Mr. Stengel has sent you instructions on where and when to pick it up. We still have some problems getting Wi Fi, those mobile Wi Fi hotspots, but hopefully they'll be coming soon. And remember, not every child in your household will be online at the same time. Sometimes you'll be reading a book, drawing, or doing some type of other activity. As we roll out this new method of instruction, be patient as we work through the kinks, both for our students and for our faculty. Lunches will continue to be made available for all students in need from 11 to 1 at entrance C20 at the high school under the Skywalk. It's a drive by, walk by, whatever works for you, stop by and get a lunch. If you have any specific questions about your building or the instruction at your building that will be coming, your building principal stands ready to answer your questions. So email your building principal. Here's news from the Pennsylvania Department of Education. All PSSA exams, Keystone exams, have been canceled. Another way to follow your leadership team, the administrators, some of your teachers, some of them have Twitter accounts. So if you or your parents have a Twitter account, they can follow me, they can follow your principals. And if you just start with looking for Mount Lebanon Superintendent or How Principal, you'll be able to find their email accounts or their Twitter accounts. And Wishbone jumped up to join me on the piano seat. And now a special announcement from our school board. Due to the significant impact of the COVID-19 is having on the entire nation, the Mount Lebanon Board of School Directors is considering a zero millage increase for property taxes for the 2020-21 school district budget. In order to limit exposure to staff and community, the board meeting scheduled for April 6th has been canceled. Therefore, public input and comment, along with a thorough board discussion on this important topic, will take place at the joint discussion meeting on April 14, 2020 at 7:30 in room D205 at the high school. At that meeting, the board will take action on a proposed final budget for the 2021 school year. Please note that this is a Tuesday. The board's action on the final budget will occur on May 18, 2020, following 30 days of availability to the public to review. And a reminder that all meetings are taped and are available on Channel 19. I can't stress enough, good hygiene practices should continue. Wash your hands for at least 20 seconds. Avoid touching your face. Cover coughs and sneezes, sometimes even with your elbow. Avoid crowds. Practice good social distancing guidelines. So avoid group activities. Keep about a 6-foot distance in between everyone. And let's remember to check on those around us who may need some help. So you can do that by texting, by phone, by FaceTime, by Zoom, especially some of our older residents. So let's help support each other and keep our spirits up. And now for my favorite part of our morning, some mindful activities. So we're going back to our Alpha Breath book, and we are up to I and J. And these both are pretty interesting ones. The first one, I, is an ice breath. So sit very still like you are frozen in ice. So when you breathe in and breathe out. So sit very still like you are frozen in ice. Notice how your body moves as you breathe in and breathe out. So let's practice that for a minute here. So sit up straight. Let's pretend like we're frozen in ice. And just for a minute, let's see what our breath feels like as it goes in and out. And in and out. And in and out. Boy, that was a good ice breath, everybody. So the next one is a join your breath. And for this activity, you're going to need a partner or somebody around you, or even somebody like Wishbone if you wanted to stay with me. So if you have a stuffed animal, or if you have your mom, dad, your parents, your brother, or your sister, sit with them for just one moment and join the rhythm of your in breath and out breath with a friend so that you are breathing in and breathing out together. So we'll do that. Join your breath for just a minute. All right, let's sit up straight again. And if we have somebody near us, or if we just have our stuffed animal, or if we have Wishbone sitting with us, let's pretend that we're breathing at the same time. So breathe in and breathe out. And breathe in and breathe out. And breathe in and breathe out. And sometimes when we work with other people, it makes us feel better. And we can feel each other breathe in and breathe out. So thank you for joining me for those 2 alpha breaths. And he's very anxious to get back on screen. Here's Wishbone, everybody. I know more Wishbone, less Dr. Steinhauer. Now, this activity, another mindful activity that we can do is called mindful journaling. And it doesn't require anything special. It requires a piece of paper and a pencil. I happen to keep a journal myself where I put important thoughts and ideas down. And I try to do that just about every day. And so for thousands of years, people have been keeping journals. Journals have been a proven value over the ages. They are an outlet for your thoughts and ideas. So when we practice this daily reflection, it has been linked to improved health, wellness, and productivity. Mindful journaling makes you more conscious of the things going on around you and the things going on in your mind. Journaling can help you process your thoughts and ideas. So all it takes is a pencil or a pen and a piece of paper. Your writing is just for you and nobody else. So here are a few writing prompts that I want you to write down, and then sometime later throughout the day, moms, dads, parents, grandparents, friends, everybody can take a few minutes, maybe go to your peace corner or your quiet spot and sit down and write a few ideas. So I'm going to give you 3 prompts, but you can come up with a million prompts. Wishbone is very excited to be on the news, be on TV. So here are the 3 prompts. So the first one, what are my strengths? So if you write that down someplace, what are my strengths? At some time throughout the day, you can sit down in your calming corner or in your peace corner, and you can write down all the things that you think that you're good at. Here's our second prompt. Describe the perfect day. So go from the moment you wake up in the morning and have breakfast, or talk with your parents, what you have for lunch, what you have for dinner. Go all the way throughout the entire day and describe what your perfect day would look like. So that's the second prompt. Describe your perfect day. And a third prompt, if you could have just one superpower, what superpower would you want? If you could have just one superpower, what superpower would you want? Would it be able to heal everybody? Would it be able to fly, to be invisible? Whatever your superpower is that you think that you would want, and write down why you would want it and what you would do with it. So that's mindful journaling. So I hope you'll take some time today, go to your peace corner or sit at the kitchen table and maybe take one of those three prompts and write about it. So yesterday I was so happy to hear that many of you have built your own peace corners or calming corners. Wishbone was particularly happy about that, right, Wishbone? So again, if you haven't made your peace corner yet, you might want to think about doing that. Find a space in your house or your apartment where it's nice and quiet. You can put some blankets and pillows up and just have a comfortable day. And that would be a great place to do your writing prompt. So let's take a few minutes to all meditate together. So everybody can do this, from our youngest children to our oldest adults. We can all take a few minutes to meditate. So when we meditate, we plant our feet flat on the floor. We make our back as straight as possible. And if you're comfortable, you can close your eyes. You can also just look down. In today's meditation, we're going to think about calming the body and mind and breathing out peace and happiness. So let's take a few breaths together. Let's take 3 breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. In through the nose and out through the mouth. In through the nose and out through the mouth. And for a minute, let's just settle into the space where we are. Feel the weight of our body on the chair. Feel our feet on the floor. Feel your hands on your lap. And just feel this space and listen to the sounds. Maybe you hear the heater running. Maybe you hear water running someplace in the house. Or maybe you just hear your breath. Let's take another breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. And remember, I told you that it's normal for our thoughts to go elsewhere. And when they travel off to other places or other ideas, just gently bring them back to your breath. Just breathe normally now. See if you can feel your belly expand and contract. And for the next few breaths, I want you to think about, when I breathe in, I calm my body and mind. And when I breathe out, I smile. When I breathe in, I calm my body and mind. And when I breathe out, I smile. And one more time. When I breathe in, I calm my body and mind. And when I breathe out, I smile. And let's take one more big breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. And let's bring ourselves back into this room for a minute and hear the sounds we heard earlier. Maybe it was the heater, the water running, or just the sound of our breath going in and out. Let's feel our body wherever we're sitting. Let's feel those pressure points on our chair. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes and let's have one big smile. Well, thank you everybody for joining me again. I'll see you on Monday morning at 9 o'clock again. I hope you have a good weekend, and let's end as we always end. Let's do a little mindful self-compassion. Wishbone, you ready to do a little mindful self-compassion? Okay, I think Wishbone is ready. So you can put your hand over your heart, or you can give yourself a big hug. And you can repeat quietly to yourself, may I be happy. May I be healthy. And may I be peaceful. Thank you, everybody. Have a good weekend.